What is up, my friends? So the boys, they're coming to an end, my friends. Season 2 is coming to an end, and what an explosive final episode we had previous, right? Like literally explosions everywhere. And now we just got a trailer about what's coming for our season finale of The Boys. 8 episodes in, man, they went fast. I want this series to be like 20 episodes a season, but alas, that is why it's so great, because we get a show that is definitely up there with every episode topping each other, and now we're wondering, how are you going to end this? How are we going to package it all up and wait a whole nother year for what's to come? And so in this news trailer, we see that A-Train's going to switch it up and be with the boys and help bring down Stormfront because he wants back into the 7. We don't know who exactly caused all of those heads to explode, however, just yet. As I said in my previous video, I think Sydney had something to do with it, but as many people are saying, it couldn't possibly be her, because how would she have done that to the agent in the beginning as well? And so now all fingers are pointing at Edgar and possibly then blaming it on Sydney. And that one's a very strong possibility, I feel, because I think that is definitely in the mindset of Edgar to do. So that is that right there. Now, why would A-Train be helping the boys? Of course, y'all know that Stormfront, she a racist, so A-Train is not gonna deal with that right there. And of course, we want her out. That's what A-Train's saying. Now, what is he giving to Huey in this clip that we saw in the trailer? Well, there is many possibilities about what he could be giving to Huey. It could be Edgar's plan to take over the White House government, whatever. It could also be incriminating evidence that Stormfront is a Nazi piece of shit, as we know she is. So it could be any of those things, and I'm more specifically going that it's something to do with Stormfront, because he says that she needs to be gone and this is the way to do it. So I don't think that he would be taking down Bot exactly if he wants to join back into the 7. So I think it's more something to do with Stormfront. We do see that Huey and the boys are going to be taking on all of the 7, or Homelander and Stormfront specifically. And as Butch says, the plan is to kill everybody. That's it. Now, another thing that we also saw in this trailer, as I said, Butch is definitely ready to go out and save Ryan. We see Becca pleading for his help. Becca seems to have escaped the compound she was in, as we saw in the previous trailers as well, and she's pretty much wanting her son back. Homelander and Stormfront did take him in the previous episode, and we're not too exactly sure what is the whole plan with Stormfront and Homelander. Like, I think Stormfront has something up her sleeve, and I think Homelander is kind of just like, I would say he's like a puppy, you know, like he can be manipulated, but he's like a scary puppy because he'll snap on you and tear your head off completely. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. Now, in the trailer as well, we see them go up against Stormfront. We see Kimiko, we see Starlight, we see Maeve even in there, and they're going at her and all of this. Stormfront, of course, is putting up a fight, and it's interesting how we see it all just in fragments, but we're not sure exactly how it's all being like stitched together once the episode does come out. But we do see a little nod to the comics where we see her being stomped by the 3, and it's gonna be a pretty like gruesome, I would say, and hard fight, because these people, they don't like they hate each other. We do see Homelander at a certain point in this trailer come down onto the field, so it looks like he's going to be getting into that action as well. But what many are pointing out is there is a scene that we saw last December, and I would say it's the first scene we ever saw from The Boys before it came out, and that's the one of Homelander covered in blood coming down from the sky looking heartbroken, in grief. And so many are speculating and wondering, who is he looking at? Now, of course, there are 2 possible choices, I feel, of the people that Homelander cared for. Number 1 is Ryan, and number 2 is Stormfront. Now, I believe that he is looking at Stormfront, no doubt about that, because it just makes sense that he would be feeling this amount of heartbreak if it was Stormfront he's looking at dead. And I'm pretty sure Starlight, Maeve, and Kimiko are going to be able to take down Stormfront. But I do think they might do it and spin it in a way where, like picture this, my friends. You got the final decisive battle. You have Stormfront just taking down Starlight, Kimiko, Maeve, and Ryan is there, and Ryan's like telling her to stop because he doesn't want to see the violence, and it's all just happening so fast. And Stormfront like tries to lay a hand on Ryan, and then like Becca just pops in and she tries to save Ryan, and then she just gets killed by Stormfront right there. And I could see the possibility where Ryan just explodes with power and he himself kills Stormfront. And then Homelander just walks into that. And I don't know what's going to happen right there. Whether he would go and kill Ryan himself, or what would be the whole thing going on, or just be confused about it all. But I think that is a very strong possibility of how this season could end. So I think that would definitely be the way that they would do it. Now, another possibility is that they could just have Stormfront like just pretty much dominating over everybody, as I said. And we take out Ryan out of the equation. Maybe he got saved already, and it's just like a showdown between the Supes and the boys and all that. And we see her, like I said, dominating Kimiko, dominating Maeve, dominating Starlight. And then out of nowhere, Miss Cindy comes over and just poofs her head off. That would make sense why we see that scene of Homelander covered in blood and disbelief. Maybe he is just like he possibly could have like been in that situation and then went somewhere really quick, and then it happened, and then he came back to realize what happened. So he got the blood, he left, he came, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it all happened so fast, and he's just like in disbelief about it. So those are my two possibilities of what we could be seeing in the finale. And I think that's why we see a Homelander that is pretty much dead at the end. Like, his face is just dead when he's talking. I believe that's going to be the final scene when Bot finally gets to the chain of command, and they're like getting into the oath and everything. And they're like pretty much running the whole U.S. government at that point. Homelander has lost Stormfront. He has nothing left to lose. So he is just a broken, like, insane soul at this point. And that's the scariest thing of them all, because Homelander looks fucking scary when he says, "We are here to protect and serve you. We are your heroes," and all of that. I think that is when he finally gets to be almost like president or something like that. And now he's lost Stormfront and everything, all the shit's gone. And I think Ryan ends up seeing like how much of a shit he is and just doesn't want anything to do with him, and either leaves or they get him protected with Becca and all of this. So just nothing to lose. This man is just going to go on a damn rampage, and it's not going to end well for nobody. That's just how I think it's going to happen. What are your thoughts based on the trailer and everything? I think that we're going to be seeing a new set of heroes be joined, and that's going to try and be sort of something to take on Homelander and Bot and Edgar and all of that. But I do think that Stormfront is dying one way or another. I just don't see her coming in like a little bit more in, or I don't know. They are saying that they do have the actress for a season 3, but I'm not sure if that's all confirmed yet. So here's just waiting to see what's going to happen. I know we're about to check out the episode pretty soon, so I'm going to make a video as soon as it drops. But anyways, as always, let me know your thoughts below on what you think is going to happen. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. I'll see you all next time. As always, stay safe, stay positive.